What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel where we break down everything New England Patriots with the kind of detail and insight you just won't get anywhere else. The offseason is heating up, Memorial Day is behind us, and that means two things. Summer is right around the corner, and the Patriots are starting to shape their 53-man roster in a way that's got fans talking and analysts paying close attention. There are already some real shockers developing in training camp, and today we're diving deep into one of the most surprising stories out of Foxborough. And that's the possibility of a major shakeup in the running back room. Some impressive early performances from rookie wide receivers and questions beginning to swirl around the offensive line due to injury concerns. So buckle up because there's a lot to unpack. Now, let's kick things off with a name that just a couple of weeks ago, barely anyone outside of UC Davis had heard of. Lan Larrison. That's right. The undrafted free agent running back who's been making noise during the early stages of off-season workouts and is already turning heads in a major way. We're not just talking about a few flashy plays in non-contact drills. This guy is earning first-team reps in practice, and that is huge when you consider the uphill battle most undrafted rookies face. What's even more telling is the fact that the Patriots gave him a significant signing bonus to get him on the roster, which speaks volumes about how high they are on him. Add in the fact that New England also has an extra spot on the roster thanks to the International Pathway program, and suddenly you've got the makings of a real underdog story playing out in real time. Now, if you've seen Larrison's tape, especially from his time at UC Davis, you know what kind of player he is. He's explosive, he's versatile, and he has that ability to make defenders miss in space. Just type his name into X and check out some of his highlights. It won't take long before you're sold on what this kid brings to the table. But here's the thing. It's not just about his past production. It's about what he can do in Josh McDaniels' offense. Larrison's style has already drawn comparisons to someone like Rex Burkhead, and we all know how valuable Burkhead was in this Patriots system. That kind of multi-dimensional back who can contribute as a runner, a receiver, and even on special teams gives the coaching staff a ton of flexibility. And this flexibility might be one of the reasons the Patriots haven't been aggressive in pursuing veteran running backs who are still on the market. I mean, think about it. Nick Chubb, one of the most dominant backs in the league when healthy, is out there. So is J.K. Dobbins, a talented player still just 26 years old, working his way back from injury. In years past, Bill Belichick might have kicked the tires on those guys, but now the vibe is different. It feels like the team is betting on what they already have in-house, and Larrison could be a big part of that. You pair him with a hopefully resurgent Ramondre Stevenson, who's looking to bounce back in a big way this season, and you've got the makings of a strong backfield. Tavon Henderson also enters the equation here, bringing his own unique skill set out to the offense and adding a whole new wrinkle for defenses to prepare for. So when you start doing the math, it becomes pretty clear someone's spot might be in danger, and that someone could be Antonio Gibson. Despite being a more established name, Gibson's place on the roster is anything but guaranteed right now. If Larrison continues to impress and shows he can be a reliable contributor on special teams, that's a big plus in his favor, and it increases his chances of making the team significantly. Gibson, meanwhile, might find himself on the outside, looking in. This shift in the depth chart isn't just limited to the backfield. Let's talk about another undrafted free agent making waves. Tight end Brock Lamp. This guy's name is one you need to remember, especially if Josh McDaniels wants to bring back a fullback into the offensive scheme. Lamp is the kind of player who could play both roles, functioning as your third tight end and also lining up as a traditional fullback when needed. That kind of versatility is rare and valuable, especially on a roster where every single spot counts. He's in a real battle with Jahan Bell, and if he continues to stand out, don't be surprised if he wins that fight and carves out a meaningful role on this team. It's not crazy to think that 3 or even 4 undrafted free agents could end up making the final 53-man roster, and that's something that would have been unthinkable a few years ago. Switching gears, let's look at the wide receiver, our group, and more specifically, the rising star of rookie Kyle Williams. The third-round pick out of Washington State has already been getting serious run with the first team, and the early returns are extremely promising. One of the biggest moments so far came when Drake May, the rookie quarterback, tried to hit Williams deep down the sideline, it looked like a big play in the making until Christian Gonzalez jumped the route and came away with an interception. Now, that might sound like a negative for Williams, but the reality is it's actually a good sign. Here's why. First, Williams is already on the field and earning snaps with the starting unit. Second, even with top cornerback Gonzalez shadowing, Tim may still trust him enough to take that shot. That tells you that Williams is making an impression, not just with his coaches, but with his quarterback as well. And if you're thinking this could just be a one-off, think again. Christian Gonzalez himself has been talking about Williams. According to him, the rookie comes in with the right mindset, keeps his head down, and works hard. That's high praise from a player who doesn't throw compliments around lightly. Gonzalez called Williams hungry, focused, and said he asked all the right questions, which in this system means everything. So yeah, Kyle Williams is on the radar, and not just as a depth piece. He's positioning himself to be a real contributor, potentially even ahead of veterans like Jalen Polk. Looking ahead to how the receiver room could shake out, it's becoming clearer by the day. Stephon Diggs, when healthy, is your number one, no question. Even though he might miss some time early in the season, he's expected to be ready when it counts. Then there's Mac Hollins, a free agent signing who proved his worth in the postseason with the Bills. He'll definitely be in the mix. Pop Douglas, the best returning wide receiver from last season, is locked into that slot role, and his quickness and route running make him a perfect fit there. After those three, you've got Williams and Hollins rotating, and that's your core group of 5. Most teams carry 6 wideouts, sometimes 7, but usually only if you're keeping a core special teams ace like a Matthew Slater. Right now, Jalen Polk seems to be the guy with the edge for that 6th spot. He's made some highlight-worthy plays in practice and has the experience to back it up. But here's where it gets spicy. That leaves guys like Jalen Baker, a 4th rounder out of UCF, and Efton Cheatham, another undrafted rookie, battling it out for what could be the final spot. And it also means that Kendrick Bourne, once a fan favorite, is suddenly looking like a potential cut candidate. His future with this team is very much up in the air, and with the team also shopping around for trade options involving Keyshawn Boutte, it's clear that this receiver room is undergoing a major facelift under the new coaching staff. Speaking of changes, we've got to talk about the offensive line, because things are getting a little dicey there. News broke recently that Morgan Moses, the veteran tackle, is still recovering from off-season knee surgery. This isn't just a minor cleanup either. The injury dates all the way back to week 3 of last season, when Moses suffered an MCL sprain and a bone bruise during a Thursday night game with the Jets. He missed a couple of games back then and even sat out the season finale. Now, several months later, he's still not ready to participate fully in OTAs. He's around the team, attending meetings, serving as a mentor, especially to rookie Will Campbell, but he's not taking live reps yet. And for a guy who was brought in to be a stabilizing force on that offensive line, that's definitely something to monitor closely. At 34 years old, Moses brings leadership and experience, and the fact that he's staying active in the locker room is encouraging. But until he's physically back on the field and showing he can protect a young quarterback like Drake May, there's going to be some concern. The Patriots need their line to be solid if they're going to give May a real chance to develop. So while the team is being patient and giving Moses time to heal properly, this is one of those situations where every update matters. And with that, we're only halfway through everything that's going on around the Patriots right now. There's still a ton to cover, especially on the defensive side of the ball, where Christian Gonzalez is locking down one side of the field and the competition for the slot corner and dime packages is heating up fast. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. A whirlwind of excitement is stirring the NFL world as whispers grow louder about a potential blockbuster move. The New England Patriots reportedly setting their sights on none other than Justin Jefferson, the explosive wide receiver who has dazzled fans and defenders alike with his electric playmaking ability, could be the latest high-profile addition to the Patriots' offensive arsenal. While nothing is official yet, sources close to the team hint at ongoing talks, fueling speculation that a seismic shift might be underway in New England. Justin Jefferson's rise to stardom has been meteoric since entering the league quickly, establishing himself as one of the most dynamic receivers in the game. His ability to create separation, make acrobatic catches, and turn routine plays into highlight reels has earned him a reputation that transcends the typical receiver mold. For the Patriots, a franchise historically renowned for shrewd moves and adaptive offenses, the acquisition of a talent like Jefferson would represent a bold statement of intent. Imagine the synergy with the team's quarterback, potentially transforming their passing attack into one of the most feared in the league. Rumors have suggested that the Patriots front office is aggressively exploring every angle to make this happen. Conversations behind closed doors indicate that New England is ready to leverage draft picks, players, and cap space to secure Jefferson's services. The prospect of Jefferson lining up on the same side as the Patriots' existing weapons opens a world of possibilities, stretching defenses, opening lanes for the running game, and creating mismatches that offensive coordinators dream about. However, insiders caution that the road to acquiring such a prized asset is rarely straightforward. Other teams are believed to be in the mix, ready to offer substantial compensation, which means the Patriots will need to play their cards carefully. Negotiations could drag on, and nothing is set in stone. Still, the very fact that New England is in the conversation marks a significant departure from their usual quiet offseason approach. Fans are buzzing on social media, analysts are dissecting every move, and the NFL community watches eagerly, wondering if this is the moment the Patriots ignite their offense into a new era. Should a deal materialize, the implications would ripple beyond just the Patriots. It could shift power dynamics within the league, challenging traditional contenders and elevating New England back into the championship conversation. The potential of Jefferson, paired with New England's disciplined coaching and strategic mindset, could be a formula for explosive success. As the rumor mill churns, one thing is certain: the NFL offseason just got a lot more interesting, and Patriots fans have plenty to dream about. Will the explosive attack featuring Justin Jefferson become reality? Only time will tell, but the buzz is unmistakable, and the possibility is electric. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.